Okay, I'm back. I'm in the car, so don't mind. I had to like put my phone behind the wheel somehow. But update on the crisis. I realized that I might just be in a part of my life, right? Like, I don't know about y'all. I'm a believer, right? I believe in God. I believe there's a God. So my whole thing is, right, like, everything, there's a season for everything. Like, literally, we're going through seasons. Through the year, there's 4 seasons. Some seasons the weather is a little bit more bitter. Some seasons flowers grow. Some seasons is harvest season. Some seasons is the season to like just enjoy. Like, you feel me? Like, summertime, you enjoy your time. Springtime, the flowers is growing. It's time to start something new. Fall time is when you reap what you sow. And the winter time is a time for, like, it gets cold. It's time to go inside. Time to, So what I think is happening is, like, I feel like the reason everything feels so crazy to me, or why it feels like I'm like going through the worst, or why everything is falling apart, is because it's not that it's falling apart, but I think I'm in a season of isolation. I think God is isolating me for my own betterment. Like how animals in the wintertime, they go into hibernation. I think I'm in a season of isolation. Like, I'm supposed to be hibernating right now. And another thing is, I feel like there's so many cycles in my life that are closing. And that's kind of why I'm in a very uncomfortable place, is because, like, all of these things that I got used to, all of these things that I was like used to having, things I was used to happening, I spiritually, like, my spirit does not resonate with none of that no more. Like, my spirit is like, there's no need for any of this, like, at all. And I found myself thinking about it in a way of people, right? Because a lot of people I used to know, a lot of people, I'm gonna say has-beens, a lot of people who has been in my life in the past have been like showing up all of a sudden. And another thing too, as a believer of God, I do believe in astrology as well. Like, because at the end of the day, God put the stars in the sky. He made the sky, the earth, the sun, everything. That's what I believe. So right now Mars is retrograde. Me personally, my Mars is in my 3rd house. I'm not gonna get into the whole spiel, but that's my house of relationships. So it's like so many people from the past have been hitting me up. Like, I've had I'll call him my ex. I had an ex hit me up. I had like old flings hitting me up, even old friends. And it's like, part of me is like, why are you even speaking to these people? Like, why would you even respond to these people? Like, somebody who did something to me, like, somebody crossed me in the worst way. And this girl was like my best friend. And over the summer she had contacted me, and I was like, okay, like, I'm not mad or nothing, but I was still kind of like jaded, because I'm like, at the end of the day, you did something unforgivable. You did something to me that I would never even think about doing to you. So long story short, like, she had hit me up, and she was like, oh, like, she doesn't appreciate the fact that I'm not speaking to her. She wants an explanation. I literally read that message and I just deleted it. I literally just deleted that shit. I'm like, first off, bitch, excuse my language, I don't owe you shit. I don't owe you nothing. Like, to be honest, I don't owe you no explanation. And I don't owe you me. Like, I don't owe you me. I don't owe you none of my energy, none of that. Because at the end of the day, when you were in my life, when I was your friend, you was not a friend to me. So I could really get up and wake up and be like, fuck that, I don't want to speak to you no more, and you just have to deal with it. And this is not a sub or anything to anybody, like, but it's just like, yo, like, I'm realizing I'm above this shit. Like, I'm literally above it. Like, I've grown so much to the point where it's like I've grown out of people, the places, and the things that I'm used to. And that's why I'm so uncomfortable. Like, God is literally pushing me to get out. Like, he's literally pushing me to put myself in a bigger space, because I'm too big. Like, I'm too big for where I'm at. I'm too big for a lot of the shit in my life. I'm too big for a lot of the people in my life. And that's why I have, like, it's not that it's like animosity or anything, or like I hate them, or like, I'm just like, this shit is beyond me. Like, this boy I was in love with too. I'm just using examples. Like, I was so in love with him for like 3 years. And we have fell out earlier this year. And like, I got over him and shit too. Like, I'm cool with him. I still, like, I love him. At the end of the day, I love him as a person. I would never be with him though. Like, and it's like, even speaking to him now, like, there's no animosity. We're cordial. Like, there's literally nothing wrong. But I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm just like, why would I even speak to you? Like, I think about it, and it's not like there's anything personal against him. It's just like, my spirit, like, doesn't resonate with the same things. And that's why I feel like I'm going through a crisis, because it's like, my brain is fighting with what my soul wants to do. Like, my soul want to lead. She ready to like, she like, girl, we got bigger things, bigger fish to fry. There's bigger things on our plate. We got bigger opportunities, bigger everything. Bigger everything. Like, literally, we got bigger everything. Like, we got bigger fish to fucking fry than this little bullshit you used to. So I think that's why it's like, mentally, it's like, I want to hold on to these things mentally, but it's like, I can't even do that. I can't do it. And that's why I feel like the other day I was feeling like I'm going through a crisis, because it's like, I'm holding on to things that no longer serve me. That's why it's making me uncomfortable. If I was just like, fuck this and just let everything go, which I'm actively like in doing right now, I kid you not, I'm just like, bro, like, things feel better. Like, yesterday I blocked the fuck out of somebody because I asked them for something. Mind you, the motherfucker owe me money. I asked them for something, they asked me if I'm gonna pay them. I said, huh? And then yesterday they hit me up like, oh, can I do something for them? I said, oh, that's a service. You won't have to pay me. You're gonna have to pay me, honey. The fuck? So then I'm like, block this ass. Like, I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. One thing about me, my block button will be on fire. Excuse my language. I don't want nobody, if somebody even come across this, be like, oh, how you say you believe in God and then you're cursing. Listen, my language is explosive because I'm being expressive. There's no other words to express what I'm feeling. So, whatever. But I'm just like, yo, my block button will be on fire. I was telling my homegirl, like, yo, if my block button could combust into flames, like burst into flames, it will. Because I block everybody. The moment I'm blocked, like, I realize I don't owe nobody nothing. Like, and I'm so loving. Like, I'm such a loving person. So it's like, if I care about you, I feel like I owe you some type of something. Nah. I'm on whatever you on. That's what this chapter is called. I'm on whatever you on. You on good time, I'm on good time. You on bad time, I'm on bad time. You want to treat me less, then I'm going to treat you even less than that. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Like, that's really what this chapter is called. Like, and it's like, it's not even in a animosity. It's like, there's no animosity behind it. There's no disdain. There's no resentment, nothing. There's none of that behind it. It's all love behind it. Because at the end of the day, I can love you, but I need to love me more. And that goes for everybody. Family members, friends, whoever. And I feel like God is pushing me to see that. Like, I'm so, like, all I do is give, and nobody's giving me nothing. I can't keep giving if my cup run dry. So it's like, nah, fuck that. But yeah, I don't think I'm going through a crisis. I think I'm at a crossroads. Like, I think this is just part of the journey. And sorry, I'm just sitting in the car and it's cold outside. I don't got the car on. But I just feel like this is part of the journey. Like, and there's no animosity towards nobody. Like, I'ma still be cool. Like, there's no hate, no nothing. Like, I'ma still be cool with everybody. I'm still cool with everybody. It's just, there's no space in my life for you anymore. There's no space in my life for a lot of shit anymore. So it's just like, I don't know. I think this is just a growing pain. Like, I think that's all it is. Like, I'm not having like a mental breakdown or nothing. Like, it's none of that. It's just literally just life. Like, life is life right now. I'm in a season of isolation and hibernation. That's what God want me to do, and that's what I'm gonna do. He want me to focus on me, that's what I'm gonna do. He want me to focus on my health, on my family, on my daughter, that's what I'm gonna do. Period. I'm gonna focus on me. And it's like, of course I'm gonna reach out to other people, but it's like, it's me time. Like, it's simply me time. It's time for me to enforce my boundaries. And I think that's I think that's it. I just think I'm at a crossroads, and there's nothing like wrong with it. I'm not in a crisis or nothing. I'm just dramatic as fuck. But yeah, that's what I had to say. Like, I just had to come on here real quick and just say, like, I'm at a crossroads. I'm not having no quarter life crisis, early quarter life crisis. I'm just at a crossroads. Like, a lot of the things I need to make firm decisions on and stand on that shit, and I realize. So hey, man. Yeah, that's what I have to say. I just have to get that. I just have to get that off my chest. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it just dawned on me. Like, yo, I'm just like literally. I'm just like closing a chapter. Like, there's so many cycles closing, and it feels like everything is falling apart, but it's not. It's not. And another thing, one door closed, God gonna open the next one, and that door's gonna even have more riches behind it. So I don't got nothing to worry about. I'm cool. I ain't having no crisis. I'm cool. But yeah, I'll probably keep doing like these like impromptu vids off the strength, like, because I know there's somebody somewhere who needs to hear this, or there's somebody somewhere who's going through the same thing and they don't know what to do, or they feel like their life is falling apart. Nah, just hold on and have faith. Walk by faith, not by sight. Because if you walk by sight, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, there's this story. I don't know like Bible verses by heart, but I remember there's this story of like how God told these fishermen to like go somewhere, and it was like a storm. And not God, Jesus told these fishermen to go somewhere. Jesus in the boat sleep. Everybody's panicking on the boat, panicking. And they trying to wake him up. And he's like, yo, like, what are y'all waking me up for? I told y'all to go there. Why would I tell y'all to go and I already know what's happening? Like, it's one of those things. Like, you got to weather the storm. It can't rain forever. Like, it can't rain forever. And another thing is, too, rain helps flowers grow. I tell people that all the time. Like, rain helps plants grow. It's good for growth. So the storm, well, don't break you will make you. So I just need to take my own advice. But yeah, that's all I had to say. I see y'all in the next vid.